Another Monday here at the workshop. I can't believe we have been here for 10 months already. Time flies. Our calendar fills up quickly. The days, they just zoom by. They really do. Buckets, does it seem like 10 months?
I don't know.
Kinda? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't fly by for him. They fly by for me. But here we are again. And today, Buckets and I, we were talking about designer sneakers and why they are so expensive. And I actually have a friend who just bought a pair. And so I figured, why not bring this question to the people? Why not let everyone discuss it? Because like a wise man once said, it takes a village to talk about a sneaker. I think that's how it goes.
Definitely not.
Are you sure?
Positive.
All right, well, maybe that's not exactly it, but I think that's the general gist of it. I think it's something like that. Regardless, let's talk about these, the infamous Balenciaga Triple S. These retail at $895. That's almost $1,000 retail. That's a lot of money to spend on a sneaker. Are they worth it? You tell me. I bought a pair of Triple S sneakers before, and personally, I regretted it. I'm gonna be honest, I regretted it. I think if it was a sneaker I'd wear daily, it would have been a little more justifiable, or if I absolutely loved them. But neither of those things are the case. I do think this is a really cool colorway. Blue and orange is tough to beat. Go Knicks. We've talked about this subject before. Why are Balenciaga sneakers so expensive? But I want to dive in a little bit more. So this is like a part 2, I guess. Now, I think we have all seen with ourselves or with other people we know. I know I can 100% relate to this, and that is people like a brand name, right? We do. Whether it's a car or a sneaker or a watch or even the food we eat. Back in the day, Mom Duke's, Buckets, you're gonna remember this. Mom Duke's used to buy the off-brand cereal. Instead of Captain Crunch, it would be Crispy Crunch or something like that, or even the grocery store brand, and I would hate it. I wanted the good stuff. I wanted what they were eating on the commercials. Maybe cereal isn't the best analogy. I kind of just really want a bowl of cereal right now, but brand name and perceived value and all that stuff, it's straightforward. It's fundamental marketing stuff, and brands like Balenciaga have nailed it, which is why they can charge almost $1,000 for a pair of sneakers and people buy them. Now, I said it's straightforward. That doesn't mean it's easy to do or easy to create a brand that can do that, but the principle, the theory, the idea behind it is straightforward and pretty simple. So is the quality good on this sneaker? Yes, it is. Is it 5 times as good as a regular sneaker? No way. Yet that's how much more they cost. Here's one thing I'll say. Well, first, spending money is relative. Everyone's financial situation is different. There's been times in my life when I could barely afford ramen noodles. So obviously $1,000 sneaker at that time, out of the question. But for someone like Will Smith, I'm only using Will Smith because we talked about him in yesterday's video. Big fan of Will Smith, but that's the first person that came to mind. Someone like Will Smith spending $1,000 on a sneaker is nothing. Point being, what someone spends is completely up to them and dependent on their situation. I say all that to say this. If you have 10 pairs of sneakers, which a lot of you watching this do, and you loved a sneaker for $1,000, I mean, you really loved it, would you not trade the 5 sneakers that you weren't as crazy about for that one sneaker? For me, usually the answer to that would be yes. You know, I went to college with a dude who was the master of this. He was actually incredibly frugal, but just strategically bought really expensive things that he really, really liked. So he didn't have a lot of stuff, but the stuff he did have was really nice. That's kind of what I'm getting at. That's the point I'm trying to make. Balenciaga, Gucci, Louis V, all these brands, they charge what they charge because people pay it. Plain and simple. They're luxury brands and they've marketed themselves as such. People want to have what's dope, and expensive stuff equals dope to a lot of people, right? It's like the more you spent on it, the doper it's got to be. I don't personally agree with that, but a lot of people do. A lot of people, money equals this is a cool thing. This is something that I want. So it is what it is. This particular pair is one of my favorite Balenciaga Triple S colorways, maybe my favorite, but would I spend $8.95 on these? No. I learned my lesson already with this shoe. Do we waste money on these luxury kicks? It's all relative. For me right now, yeah, I'd feel like I was wasting money if I bought this sneaker. How about you? How do you feel? Do you agree with everything I've said? Do you disagree with it? What's the most you would spend or have spent on a pair of sneakers? I'm talking retail though, not resale prices. I feel like an expensive retail is easier to stomach than paying some person who got the shoe way cheaper and now it's marked up for you, with the whole resale aftermarket thing. So an expensive retail is easier for me to stomach personally, but leave a comment below and let me know how you feel about this. Like I said, Buckets and I were talking and I'm very curious to hear what all of you have to say. I know there's going to be a variety of different opinions, which makes for a good discussion. Thank you for watching. You are appreciated. See you tomorrow, same time, same place here at the workshop. We do a brand new video every single day. Until then, adios.